So, Love and Hip Hop Miami. Princess versus Amara La Negra. Now, as you know, Princess is the wife, the former wife. I'm not too sure if she's divorced yet, but if she isn't, she's still the wife of Ray J. Norwood. They got married a couple of years back. Um, she's actually been with him for over a decade now. They've been, dealing with each other for over a decade now, over 10 years. And, she's been trying to be the wife that she's always wanted to be. She wanted to be a mom and she wanted to have his children. And as you know, formerly he used to date Tierra Marie. And she kind of did take him from Tierra Marie in her own right. While she was hurting another woman, which was Tierra Marie, she was breaking her heart. She was sliding in and dealing with Ray J. So while she was humiliating and berating, demoralizing Tierra Marie, guess what happened? The real Ray J showed up. And now he started to do everything he did to Tierra Marie, he started to do it to Princess. So the tables do turn and what goes around comes around. So, she meets up with Amada at Estelita's event, and just so happens she got word that Amada and Ray J linked up. But I don't think Amada was really attracted to Ray J in that kind of way. She was just trying to see, she was curious about what he wanted to have, what kind of talk did he want to have. And when she found out he was making his film for One Wish, and he wanted to perform a Latin scene in his film. So, Amada was giving him some pointers on how to do bachata and, a little salsa merengue, giving him some pointers on what his film could possibly look like if she was one of the characters in his film. So I guess the word got back to Princess that Amada linked up with Ray J. So she felt betrayed. So Estelita tells her, well, come on down to my event. Amada will be there, because to Estelita, this was a little small get back from Amada meeting up with Shay behind Estelita's back. But when Princess came in, she wanted to be in combative mode. She was in a very, challenging and fighting mood to confront Amada about linking up with Ray J without being notified. So she wanted to know what was the link up about. Amada was trying to let her know, it was just a small link up. He was doing a film. He wanted to perform a Latin scene. I was trying to give him some pointers. And she was like, well, I thought you was my friend. And she was like, Princess, we are friends. We are building a friendship together. She was like, no, we're not. And she proceeded to slap the shit out of Amada. So Amada is shocked that she slapped her. So Estelita and her, they all was in a physical altercation at Estelita's event. And, Princess feels justified about what she did, not realizing there's a pattern here with Ray J. Norwood. Ray J is, of course, he's a Machiavelli, he's a narcissist. And he constantly puts Princess in triangles with other women. If you notice, there's a timeline of Tierra Marie, the assistant Morgan, there was Moniz, probably other women that we haven't even known about recently. It was something with him and Dukiani meeting up, and she was supposed to be on one of his main castmates on his Apptronics, and he was financing her career and giving her gifts and, trying to get her to be the main attraction for his Apptronics, supposedly. So all of this stuff that leads back to Ray J's behavior and how Princess does not want to hold Ray accountable for his triangle cheating ways and backstab and him not being, the stand-up man that she thought that he would be once they was married. So she thought that he would change, but he did not change his behavior. So now she wants to step to every female that he's involved with. And it goes back to what happened the day before you decided to get involved in a relationship with him and the day you decided to be married to this man. You had to know who he was before you married him, correct? And if you did, you was ignoring the red flags because, of course, you thought you could change this man. But he has showed you time and time again that he is not who you think that he should be. So my thing is, when will Princess learn to love herself? When will she learn that the common denominator is Ray J? She has to be able to let go or be dragged. Right now, she's going to continuously embarrass herself. If she doesn't learn to let go, she's going to continue to be dragged. Because you have children with him, and of course you're married to him, does not mean that person will change their ways. They got to want to do it for themselves. But of course, he's constantly putting her in all kind of triangles with other women, and she's trying to make these women responsible for their actions while not holding Ray J responsible, because he's the man that you married and he's the one that said, I do. Not these other females that he's trying to use as extra supply to piss you off and get you angry and riled up. Because he knows how to, target you for aggression and make you feel inferior to these other females. He knows what he's doing. And you play right into it every time instead of just saying, you know what? I got to let this guy go. Okay? Before the children, the red flags and the signs were always there, and you chose to ignore it, princess. You got to look in the mirror. You got to learn to love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. Look in that mirror and learn to love yourself. Or you're going to have to let go or be continuously dragged by Ray J. Okay? He's not going to change his behavior. You already have children by him, so he already knows you're always going to be around. So, of course, he's going to play the field because he's like, where's she going? I got kids with her. This is what they think once they lock you down with those children. So, you got to make a choice. Either you're going to let go or you're going to continuously be dragged, princess. You got to learn to love yourself and love yourself enough to respect yourself. To understand, does princess believe that she deserves better than that? Or will she continue to play in mud with the pigs and get herself knees and her ankles and her elbows dirty because she does not get the respect that she feels that she deserves in her marriage? Keep coming back, more to be revealed.